Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Texas Longhorns return team didn't help matters out much there. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can wear a defense down.
And he is the primary focus. That's what this defense is focused and keyed in on. We got to stop him if we're going to have success today.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Feeling some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. On the run, it's Blue. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Scanning the field, it's Manning. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he'll fire back into the middle. And he pulls it in at the 15. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands, what? SEC. SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorn! Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early. In front of this crowd, you know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Oregon Ducks offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And David, we'll see just how effective they can be on the ground running against a backer like this.
But they're going to do what they do, and they're going to feature their guy. He's an elite running back. You're a great linebacker. Let's see.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
Looking for room. It's James. Finds a crease at the 20. Afterburner's coming. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Ducks want to move quickly.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Moore to the air. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances. 3rd downs. Having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
And that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Looking to throw for it. Using the quick game. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. From the gun. Give on the inside. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. To the air, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. It's a draw, and they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
And nice job by the defense. A draw is kind of a trick, get you to run upfield, but they sniffed it out, did a great job. Stopped the play for no gain.
He's going to run it. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Blue. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Looking to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Looking for the score. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
How do you not love the guts of this offense? Fourth down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Coming after it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get you there.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Ducks will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. Buys a little time. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Longhorns looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quarterback moving. Took a shot as he threw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. The Longhorns will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
One of the reasons I love this defense is because their DBs get involved, and they come screaming downfield. That's a pretty good athlete playing quarterback.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Tulsa went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Golden Hurricanes team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. He's going to pass. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the number.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The inside handoff. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, it's Manning. He's taking the shot. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
These offenses get in a rhythm. They're hard to stop. Already up early. Got a short field. Take advantage of it, too. Get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And they thought about a return, then they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll off one deep down the left side. What a snag by the defense. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the 2nd half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Ducks in the hurry up. On third down, going up top. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. And the Ducks will punt this one away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays in there.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, bounces over the top. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. It didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw... much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The give out of the gun. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Moore will throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds his man. It's Blue. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Past the 45. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Texas! And the punishment has been extended. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. So let's see if they can make up for that loss on 2nd down from the 18. More to the air. They're bringing heat. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. Hit the afterburners, kid. The 30. He's at the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Oregon.
Number 13.
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football. Try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Offense getting set for 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gonna take a shot. Fires into a world of traffic and it's picked off. Oh, it's on the ground, high ball. And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Absolutely nowhere to go. Stretched out towards the sideline, and he just runs out of bounds.
It looked to me as if he ran out of bounds out of self-preservation. The yardage was lost. Why take the punishment?
Sometimes just live to fight another down, get on the ground, get out of bounds. Sometimes it's the right play.
on first down. Here comes this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big for the three. Man, they have been great on fourth down. A perfect 3 for 3. They'll try it again here. Moves away as he feels pressure. The completion well past the sticks. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the right. Finds a man by himself. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Moore will throw. Getting some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Ball at the 31. Third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. They'll try to get it through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down and you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Looking deep. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. From the 17-yard line, it's first and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He caught it! And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Texas. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, They're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
The defense. Exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell. What was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
More to the air. Trying to get to him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next week.
The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. On the return, it's Golden. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
Well, this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Find space on the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.